now you're in. All right, ready, Keith? It's all yours, man. You might want to get your hand on your pants and let's start.
Hey, yo, this is Fick.
All right, ready?
Bringing you another fucking...
Wait till the hands. You can do it. Wait, hold on. You could do it, but like wait for him to do
Yeah,
the
it sounded
hands.
really good.
Yeah, do
In the mic, it sounded like really good.
All right.
Ready? 5, 4, 3.
Hey, yo, this is Fick. Bringing you another fucking podcast. I am your host, Fick Fickerson. And we're going to be talking about all kinds of shit today. Wrestling. Fucking random Wu-Tang songs. How many dicks are up my ass.
Yeah, that wasn't me. How you guys doing tonight? Welcome to, what are we on, 9 now? 8. Wow. Okay, welcome to episode 8. That was the fake Fick. We call him Fake Fick. This is the episode 8 of Go Fick Yaself. Go Fick Yaself presented by FATstats. Mike's not here, so I'll fuck it up again. Not on purpose, probably, but FATstats, we entertain and analyze the game of football. We bring it to you in a fun way. We also try to do more than football. You can check out, we got some polls of the day. Today's poll of the day was actually, do you feel it's appropriate to trust the Toronto Raptors? I put LOL, no. So go on to that, vote for it.
LOL.
All that good stuff.
else
Find
do we
us
talk
on
about?
can find us on Twitter to go vote for that poll at what's the handle, Bob?
FAT_team stats.
Yeah, what he said, and that's the same handle for Instagram, Medium for you readers, and all that. We also got another podcast to go. It's the FATstats, where we talk about foosball, mainly quarterbacks.
This is an hour-long show, right?
Yeah, maybe a little less, depending on the mood. But so a little less than an hour would be 53 minutes, right? 53 is the amount of touchdowns that Jimmy Garoppolo threw in his senior year of college.
There we go.
Surpassing Tony Romo's record at Eastern Illinois for most touchdowns thrown in a season.
Shout out Jimmy.
Shout out Jimmy G.
Enough with the shout-outs.
Every week. So we got that one out of the way. Wow, Vinny, that was really cool. I hope the camera caught that. What'd you do for the people who weren't looking?
Man. I'm going to fuck it up, man. What are you doing?
I don't.
Oh!
Oh, he swallowed a cigarette.
How much pussy have you gotten off of that?
I've been swimming in shrimp ever since
Did you just shove a cigarette up your nose and pull it out the other side?
No.
No, he just
That's
said
that
I
trick,
can't
that's
see-
the trick that Jonathan, the amazing Jonathan, can do, though.
that's
You
like
ever
the
seen
shit
that guy?
with the condom.
Oh man, that was really good. I,
Wow,
wish the
I
I
think
hope
it
the
really
camera
went
caught
up.
that, and everybody on the microphone
His
can
nose.
imagine what just happened.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I like that shitty Fick. That's what his name should be, Shitty Fick.
Who? The fake Fick?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Shitty Fick.
Shitty Fick.
And Shitty Fick is played by Vince, our friend Vincent. He was on, I want to say, episode 3 or 4.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Vince runs his own eBay shop. You can search for him at FunShine1.
That is correct.
Is there an underscore in there?
There is.
What's
Where?
funny is that he can remember that, but not the FATstats thing.
Yeah.
God bless you. And he sounded more excited. Hey, more excited. Yeah. So what is, man? Funshine 1?
It's fucking Mike's job, bro. We need to call him next time.
Way to check the box.
Where is he?
We should
Kyle?
just call Mike every
He's
time.
at his aunt's birthday party, I believe.
You remember he wasn't here. though,
Either
right?
that or he's just, jacking his room and nobody knows.
You jacking it?
Mike, you in your room?
Fat.
No, he's not in his room.
All right,
Unless
so-
he's fapping secretly. I don't know.
I don't know what that was all about, but yeah. So we're here. We're live in stereo. Couple crazy things happening in life, and not in life.
Watergate, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to bring that back up 50 years later or whatever it is.
So let's start with the big thing. Des Bryant's gone. Where's he
That's
going?
gone. I think he was staying in the East.
No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody in the East wants him, to be honest. I don't think they do. I would I'd like to
Buckeyes.
see the Eagles take
I
him.
think they
but-
want him, maybe not for the money that he wants.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. What's that looking like? Another 15? That ain't
No.
gonna
I
happen.
could see Howie Roseman doing like maybe an Alshon Jeffrey-esque deal, and maybe him taking it. But at the same time, we don't. There's not any room for him, and he's a cancer. He's gonna want the ball more than.
You don't know that. Maybe he's determined now.
Yeah.
Maybe he now wants to win. He played 8 seasons and shit.
No, I understand that, but at the same, I'm just worried about it. It's not like he you know how he is. He wants the ball a lot, and if he doesn't get the ball, he's gonna be a diva about it.
I think that's only the case when they're. Oh no, but they did win a lot that one year, and he did complain. But I feel like if he went to a Super Bowl contender, like let's say he went to the Packers, and the Packers didn't.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it won't work for a little bit, but I mean even with T.O., he did it too. The same thing. He swallowed his pride though. He went to the Eagles. He kept his mouth shut for a little bit, and then what happened? They blew the Super Bowl, and he caved in and just started throwing everybody under the bus.
That shit was great.
Favorite all-time wide receiver, right? And I love T.O.
No.
I absolutely love T.O.
When he started working out in the
if
driveway,
it quacks
Randy
like a
Moss
duck
was my hero as
and
a
it
child.
walks like a duck, most likely a duck.
It's a duck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I feel. I just like same thing with Dez. I like Dez. I think he's a talented receiver. I think he's had a few bad years, but
think he
also
caught it.
due to bad quarterback.
Do you think he
bad
caught it?
quarterbacking? You know, Dak isn't that reliable to throw deep to Dez.
Do you think he
What?
caught it?
Yeah, I think he caught it. I mean, after watching the replay mad times, you know, it's emblazoned in everyone's head at this point. I like to bust Cowboy fans' balls and say
Oh,
no,
yeah.
but at the end of the day, yeah, he definitely caught it. I mean, he had 2 steps after he caught the ball, fell into the end zone, and fumbled.
And the
it.
ball didn't, but like his hand hit the ground.
Yeah,
and
you know,
then ball
the
came
ground
back
caused
up.
the fumble, if you will.
We're still discussing
Or
this?
well, I mean, they're still discussing it. They finally just like elaborated the rule.
Yeah,
this
well,
year.
that's why they changed the rule because Dez caught the ball.
Well, they changed the rule
Sports.
because of
Calvin
this year
Johnson
with
caught the ball
yeah,
10 years
oh
ago,
yeah, that
too.
was ridiculous. Yeah, they changed it this year because of the Casey play and the Super Bowl and all that
Right.
happening in the Super Bowl. I mean, there was a lot of plays in the
And the
Super Bowl
Jesse,
that shouldn't have
Jesse
been.
Jones or
All
whatever.
I'm
Football.
saying is,
Jesse James.
if he
Yeah,
wants
yeah,
to,
yeah, the
if he
Steelers.
wants to stay in the division, I'm imagining in his brain. Okay, so Eagles, obviously, but why would you not want to be opposite of Odell?
His mom's a prostitute,
the
right?
potential behind
Didn't
him
you guys
opposite
ask him that?
Odell is insane.
Yeah, but
But
it
I mean,
just-
he's also
Didn't you guys ask him that question at the combine?
Yes, Jeff Ireland. Is your mother a prostitute?
I feel like they recently asked. Somebody last year, the Dolphins, if they were a homosexual. And I'm not even joking.
We do the worst thing possible at all times.
Yeah. I mean, so I was watching something and they were talking about the Dolphins franchise and like the 2 most interesting things that happened in the last 15 years, they said, was the coke snorting assistant and the whole Jonathan Martin thing.
James, Richie, please.
He's coming back. Did you see that? He unretired.
Wasn't he just arrested?
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he posted a.
not Richie.
No,
Richie.
yeah. Jonathan
Oh,
Martin.
Jonathan
Martin got
I hope
arrested.
is in jail
Because
still.
on April Fool's, he like pulled out guns and was like making jokes that weren't jokes.
Yeah, that's. Fuck that.
Wait,
fat
that
kid.
was only on April Fool's?
I think so.
That
No,
fat kid
it
should
was
have never
before
played
that.
football.
Was it?
I don't know. That.
He was a soft fat kid who should not have been playing football.
Oh,
I concur.
fat kids are good at football.
Richie, please don't hurt me. Don't yell at me in the locker room.
That's a little
I
ridiculous.
don't know. In the movie Any Given
Definitely a little
Sunday,
ridiculous.
one guy threw a baby alligator in the shower. I don't know if that's what Richie was doing, but
No, he was fucking
The
walking
Dolphins
up and
did that.
smacking him with his cock.
To Don Shula in the 70s. They
Did
put
they?
they put an alligator in his shower and he walked in and he
Yes.
ran out.
Manny Fernandez.
Yes.
why was the coach
Shula.
taking a naked shower with all the other guys?
No, it wasn't. So the
He was
thing,
just wearing a suit the whole
so
time.
the thing was, is I watched so NFL Network got those things where they talk about like a football life and all that good shit and whatever, and they go through like the seasons. I mean, like the teams that won the Super Bowl, and they did the 72, 73 Dolphins, like both years. I don't remember what year it was, but like Manny and like Zonk and like 2 other people got an alligator from the Everglades and just let it loose in the locker room on Shula.
Yes. That is accurate. But I'd like to discuss a manly sport called football that is no longer being played. They used to run 3-a-days. Don Shula wouldn't give them water. And now what? You can't even fucking practice anymore? What's the new rules? That's why there's no undefeated teams anymore.
Turf toe.
What? Because the game's so much harder now.
What do you mean it's harder? They were making $50 a game.
And they would cut their fingers off to get back in.
No face masks.
No face masks,
Leather,
no pads.
leather helmets.
Leather helmet.
Leather skull caps.
Show me a picture of a Miami Dolphins team wearing a leather helmet. I'll wait.
You're just an asshole.
I'm not an asshole.
Now you're just.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm with you though, but like at the same time, it's like, you want the people to die? I mean, they know what they signed up for.
One guy did a few years ago.
If you want to make an omelet, you got to break
Corey
some
I
eggs.
forget
Stringer?
who it was.
Yeah,
God
we
bless
should-
his heart.
Corey Stringer or something like that.
Joven Belcher, rest in peace.
Only one football player has died on the field, and that's a fat stat.
Who was it?
I don't know. I was going to use that, though.
It was like, what, like 5-10 years ago?
I don't think that's a
No, it
fat
wasn't that
stat.
long ago.
No, not five. It's probably in like the 60s.
No, some guy died in like, I don't think it was, it
Not
wasn't
on the
in the
field.
middle of a game, but it was like during like
I'll Google it.
training.
That's different. No,
No.
you're thinking of Chris Henry. He fell off of a truck.
No, it was like a defensive
Do you remember-
lineman or some
Yeah,
shit
do you
that
remember
died
the
like 7
guy?
years ago.
Do you
on the
remember the
field.
guy that Warren Sapp crushed on the Packers on the kick return? And that guy got like paralyzed, from the waist down after he did it. He like crushed him. The guy
Well-
wasn't looking. He cracked back on a kickoff return or whatever. Like he went out there just to do that, just to lay somebody out, and he caught a guy not looking. And he just
So
ear holed him, paralyzed him from like the waist down.
the beginning of Warren Sapp's career?
In like the middle of it. And I remember like one of the coaches came out to yell at him, and he was like, "If you were out here, I'd do it to you too. So don't worry about it, buddy." Like it was just crazy. Warren Sapp was a nut. Had a huge shoe collection. Huge shoe collection.
I thought you were going to say dick.
Inside the
Oh,
NFL,
no,
Phil
that's-
Simms used to run away from him.
Really?
That's one of the reasons I watched it, to watch Phil Simms cower from.
You didn't hate him back then.
Phil Simms? Oh, I hate Phil Simms.
I know.
That's why I hate
You
Phil
hate
Simms.
commentator Phil Simms.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
you don't
I'm
know
not-
anything
I'm not
about-
45.
Football playing field. So the guy who died on the football
Commentating
field,
Phil Simms sucks.
his name is Charles Frederick Hughes, or Chuck Hughes. Shout out Chuck Hughes. He was born on my birthday, March 2nd.
Rip.
It says in week 6 of the 71 season against the Lions, he was on the Bears at Tiger Stadium. Detroit was trailing. The Lions were driving into. Oh, he was on the Lions. I'm sorry. And they were driving into Bears territory. He entered the game as an injury replacement, caught a pass, and then with 1 minute left on the clock, he started running back to the 20, just dropped dead, shaked convulsively, and died on the field.
What was the cause?
Hughes was suffering from an undiagnosed and advanced arteriosclerosis.
CTE.
One of his coronary arteries were blocked 75%. So it wasn't a football-related injury that killed him.
No, I'm
But
telling you,
the
there was
only-
a guy like 7 to 10 years ago that died during practice.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
the
probably
only
in high
person
school.
on the field was this guy.
Get on the
Oh,
During
like
a game.
mid-game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died
well.
1 minute left on the clock. He walked back to the huddle,
Oh.
shaked convulsively, and died on the 20.
He walked.
Jimmy Hoffa died in a football field.
See,
a
that's
man.
what they used to do.
They walked while they
I'm
died.
dying. I'm walking
bury
back to
him
the
under the
fucking
Meadowlands?
huddle.
It's a man's
That was
game.
the rumor,
It's a
the
secret,
old-
right?
The old
Old
Meadowlands,
Meadowlands, right?
Now I got
Fifty
turf toe. I can't play for 3 weeks.
Do you remember when they did that?
Gotta
on.
ride the bike
Hold
on the
on.
sidelines.
Hold on.
Well, the
Hold on.
accent is unnecessary.
You guys are saying like this, that, and the third, like, but you don't watch hockey. Have you ever watched a hockey game?
Yeah, they're badasses.
No, some guy literally died on the fucking ice. They resuscitated him. They brought him on a gurney out, and they fought. He's like, put me back in the fucking game. And they're like, no, dude, you just died.
I think that was a WrestleMania episode you were watching.
No, he was on
Yeah.
the Dallas Stars. You could go fucking Google it.
Why don't you Google it right now? Tell me his name.
Speaking, remember how we were talking about Jimmy Hoffa getting buried under the
That's what I
Giant Stadium?
thought.
You remember when they built New Yankee Stadium?
Fake
One of the
news.
guys was from Boston that was building it, and he buried a David Ortiz jersey under home plate. And then they made him dig it up, and he got fired. Did you ever see that? They dug it up and everything. That
It's
would've been,
fucking crazy. Why would they fire the guy?
because he just built New Yankee Stadium and
Oh,
buried
Yankee
a
Stadium.
fucking David Ortiz.
I thought
jersey.
you said he did it at Fenway.
No, it was like
when
he
he
was,
retired.
like starting a new curse. Like he came down here, he like got a job in the New York Union just so he could go and do that. Like you know, elaborate as shit. Like
villain.
just imagine.
Fuck,
But it's a gangster move. And then he got caught because he was telling everybody. Like he didn't get caught at first. He was running around telling everybody, "Yeah, I buried Jersey under the fucking thing." And then they were like, all right, so they
exhumed it.
They exhumed it, yeah, found it, and they were like, holy shit, this guy really like. Either way, he's getting fired because now it's like, all right, you're making us dig up this home plate, and even if it's not on there, you just made us dig up this fucking home plate, so you're getting fired.
What's the movie with Jamie Foxx where he had to dig up the
Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
No. That's absolutely can't be it. The one where he's like, it's like a serious action movie.
Shia LaBeouf.
He
Hold.
dug up the movie, or goddamn, he dug up like gold or like money behind home plate.
That's a Matthew McConaughey movie. What's it called?
I don't think you guys.
That's the movie with Matthew McConaughey and
Jamie Foxx's
The Hudson
Kevin
Girl.
Hart
That's-
and
That's
yeah.
Robert De
and-
Niro when he
what's
leaves
her
his
name?
kid
The
in the
Hudson chick?
stand.
I know what you're talking about. He's the
But Kevin Hart's
umpire.
bad.
Yeah, he's
I
an
forgot.
umpire. He leaves his kids in the stand,
No.
and then the lady's like, "Where's your dad?" And then he gets mad because he was gone for like 4 hours doing whatever he was doing.
You talking about Bull Durham?
Hey,
Robert De Niro,
Oh, Raging Bull.
Jamie Foxx.
That's not Robert De Niro and Jamie Foxx. By
All right,
the way.
so
That's
real
Robert
quick.
De Niro and Wesley Snipes.
Anyways.
and that's the fan.
So a
Oh, it
brief,
is Wesley Snipes.
It's
a
the
brief,
fan.
brief question. I know some people at this table have seen A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Would you say? I'm not saying like plot wise, movie wise, this, that, and the third. But would you say what would it be like this year's Get Out?
No.
No, it'd be like this
By
year's
that I
Don't
meant-
Breathe.
I meant
And
like
by
by
what-
that I
yeah,
meant
what-
like it's like it was like an indie kind of movie by somebody who was known for his comedy acting and decided to make a serious movie directorial debut. That's how I meant it.
If you put it like that, yeah.
Did he
Yeah,
write
okay.
it?
It's not his directorial debut.
No, I don't
I
think.
thought
he,
it was his directorial debut.
I'm pretty sure he did something else before.
Oh no, he did the movie with Matt Damon. I don't know if he directed it though. He might have. It's like something about like farmers losing their land.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't think he directed that though.
Anyways, it's a very good to great movie.
Oh yeah, I watched it, and the very next day I wanted to go back and rewatch it at the theater, but I'm not gonna pay to do that 2 days in a row.
As Chase would say, it's a toe curler.
Vince paid to
You
go
should've
see
s-
Get Out 2 days in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Hold on, you should have
Yes.
seen Chase. I sat next to him. Every 5 seconds he was readjusting and leaning.
Let's
into
not
me.
let's not talk about Chase. Can you tell the audience the story that you guys told me about Michael, how he fake liked it at the end when he realized that you guys liked it?
So he pulled a Fick.
No, yeah.
No, he pulled a Keith.
Did Chase tell you that story?
Yeah, you guys- you
I don't
told-
know. I wasn't sitting next to my.
You-
Okay, so Michael.
You told me like he was bitching the whole. Oh,
No,
there's
no,
fucking
no.
subtitles. I gotta read this.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
The movie starts off kind of slow.
I probably broke the levels there on the headphones and just made Bob's ears.
The levels. They good?
Tell the backstory.
It starts off slow, and, it's setting the movie up, and apparently the whole time Michael is in his head thinking this movie's gonna fucking suck. Are you kidding me? I have to read subtitles the whole time. And by the way, there's not very much subtitles. It's called
I'm
The
sorry.
Quiet Place for a reason. They do sign language.
You crawled into his head and saw this.
Yeah,
Or
that's-
he
So now,
told you this?
so now that brings me.
He told me that.
Well, that brings me.
after the movie was
So the
done.
whole thing is, have you guys seen the meme on the thing online where it was like, remember the episode of The Office where Jim's holding the sign? It's like nobody's talked for 45 minutes, and then Kevin opens the bag
It was
of
like
chips,
10 minutes.
whatever it was, and then Kevin opens up the bag
Yeah.
of chips, and everybody
It's-
starts.
oh,
like,
yeah.
And then they were like, "Come on, Kevin, what the hell?" And there was like, The Quiet Place.
No, I didn't see that.
I did not see that, but
yeah. I just wanted to feel like you guys were going to talk about that. So now we're going to try something new.
Speaking of,
All right, I'll just hold on.
yeah, you should, because I'm interrupting you. Possibly the greatest moment on one of the greatest shows of all time. During the fire, Kevin shoves a chair through a vending machine and steals all the candy.
The greatest moment.
Okay, do your thing.
I cry laughing every time I see that.
Just wanted
Yeah,
to
no,
make sure.
it's that. Today I'm going to save everybody's life by starting a fire. Last week I gave fire safety instructions. Nobody listened. Anyways, we're going to do something new. We're going to try to do it every week. We'll name it. It'll get named eventually, whether it's maybe next week, 10 weeks, episode 143. I'm just going to drop some hot takes, some personal opinions that I have, not real takes, just opinions that I have that aren't shared by the masses. And
Well, let's get to it, huh?
should I say it and then let you guys comment or rattle them all off? How should I do this?
I would just go from the shoot from the hip. Let it ride.
I think you should do like 3 or 4 and let us do like 1 or 2.
I was gonna do 3, yeah, and then you guys could do 1 each if you want, or we could all just do 1. I want to work a new segment, so
Yeah.
let's.
Oh, wait.
That's what I'm saying. Let's brainstorm.
Is this a hot take hot session?
Not a hot
Like
take
a hot
thing.
potato hot take?
Not that. More like let's say for
right,
example, like I'm a huge fan of The Office, but like I would say I don't like The Office. You know what I mean? Something like that.
How is well? I'm confused.
People-
like something that the masses like that you're like, I don't know
Bang.
about that.
Drop a hot take, and all of us will give you our opinion on said hot take, and then the next person goes, and we'll all give an
Well, I
opinion
got
on said hot
2
take.
that I'm
See, I
gonna
didn't
do.
have time
Then
to
do the
pre-
2,
I'm gonna do
motherfuckers.
2. So
Do what you guys do.
should I do them both, and then you guys comment on both of them, or
can
then
do
1 and
one.
1? How do you want to do it?
It doesn't matter. Do 1 and 1. Do 1 and 1.
It's
That's
your
fine.
show. You're very aggressive about it. It's your show. Pull your
Do what
dick
you want.
out.
Go.
The White Album by the Beatles is overrated.
Whoa!
Wait. I'm sorry. Didn't you
None of
say
their
that
albums.
was like your GOAT album for
My
them?
favorite Beatles album is Rubber Soul.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Then it's Sgt. Pepper, and then Abbey Road. Then maybe that.
Let It
probably
Be.
Revolver.
Hold
Then
on.
that.
Wait, so this was the discussion the other day. Not really a discussion. It was mentioned. Piggies is like your favorite song on that album, right?
On what album?
White album.
No. What the fuck is Pig? No.
That's the George Harrison flop.
I could have sworn you told
While
me
my
that Piggies
guitar
was like
gently
your favorite.
weeps.
That's not on that album.
Yeah, it is.
It is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's on
is.
disc 2.
Yeah, bro.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Anyways,
well, I
tell
like.
me.
I mean, yeah, I could see
I,
that.
it's
Hold on, I
it's
need to
good.
reevaluate my
If
Beatles
I felt like if it was
catalog.
one album, then it might be their best. But there's
No.
some filler in there. It's
You
like
love
some
Piggies.
George,
home things.
George Harrison said the same thing. He said it should have been one album.
It should have been.
He said there was too many egos involved.
Eliminate. Okay, some
that's
songs
what
that
it
I
is.
feel like could have
That's
been
why they weren't good
eliminated.
after a while.
And Call Me Crazy. Happiness is a Warm Gun. It's good, but it didn't need to be on that album.
It's over you.
It's a great song. Didn't need to be on there. Honey Pie. Yeah. What else? Rocky Raccoon's my funk though. That might be like the second
Rocky
best song.
Raccoon's
on
one of
that.
my favorite songs by them.
The Bungalow Bill, the continuing tales of Bungalow Bill. That could have been left off.
Yeah.
Isn't there like 40 songs? Most of them.
No, it was like 26. Julia, I love Julia. I like Birthday, Obla Di Obla Da. It just to me, it's just an over. I don't know. It's just. I think it's their 4th best album, and I know people who put it as their best. Is it your favorite or is it Abbey?
No, Abbey Road.
Isn't it Chase's favorite?
No.
Alright.
Wait, he said it might be.
Yeah,
actually.
it might be.
Well, that's my hot take. It's probably my 5th favorite Beatles album.
Is it my turn?
And then my other hot take is somebody. You guys all know that I say this all the time, but I'll let the masses know that Stan is Eminem's most overrated song.
I'll agree.
Yeah, I don't really like that song.
Oh.
That's not really a hot take. I don't like.
I
that
mean,
song.
okay, maybe it's just overplayed.
It's the most. Oh no, it's overrated.
Because it's overplayed.
Good. Karen Steele
it
good.
has its own fucking
Oh.
like. You're a stan. It's from that like it's its own entity.
That's
now.
It's the overplayed thing more than anything because if it wasn't played at all, I think you'd be saying the opposite.
It's a really good.
It's a
sample.
top 5 story song.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's top 5.
I wouldn't go there.
All right, name.
That's a little high.
What's your top?
I don't
No,
five
hold
story
on, hold
song?
on. We'll go into that for a second.
If you don't know,
Now,
All right.
well, I want to continue the
Let me
segment of
see.
hot taking.
Have you ever heard "Rewind" by Nas?
Yeah.
That's a
Oh.
good storytelling
Great,
song.
great song.
Yeah.
That's a great storytelling song.
it
Undying
today,
Love is
actually.
probably my number 1 storytelling song by
The
Nas.
Art of Storytelling by Slick Rick.
Yes.
Pretty
okay.
fire.
Well,
Oh, I was-
the ones Outcast ones,
Yeah, I thought I Outcast at first.
1
Oh,
and
yeah,
2.
that one.
Wait, doesn't he
Those are
give
the-
him? Doesn't he give her like a fucking poster or something at the end of that?
Lil Will CD and a fucking poster. It's like that job. I like the end of. I like at the end of that one when the little kid's just like, "Hey, grandmama."
I'm scared.
Or "Story to Tell" by Big.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
got
great
story
one.
to tell.
It was. And do you know who the Nick was? That's a real question.
Yeah, it's what's his name? Don't tell me. I
It was
know this.
Mason.
Anthony Mason. Yeah.
Anthony Mason. Some
I knew
old 6'9" New York motherfucker.
69.
Rainbow hair guy.
No, it's Dennis Rodman.
So, what is your take, Vince? What do you feel that?
This is a lot of pressure.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Who's Tom Brady's wife?
Giselle.
Not attractive at all.
All right.
Family Guy already did that.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm
Yeah,
just,
we're
that's,
not
just my,
like you in Austin, Kyle.
that's just my take.
all right.
I don't
She's-
get it. I think he's more attractive.
Wait, was it Family? No, it was South Park. My bad. Cartman. It was Cartman.
Either or. You got a hot take, Vin?
Sorry,
I think
everyone.
Shawn Michaels is the most overrated wrestler ever.
Wow. I think he did that on purpose.
Nope.
He hit home on that one.
He is overrated.
Jesus.
He is.
I think
Don't get me started. No,
right.
don't get me
Well,
started. I'm not even gonna start.
he was undersized to be a heavyweight
He is
world
the
champion.
greatest performer
Okay.
in-ring performer in WWE history,
All right.
WWF history.
Mankind is a
whatever
lot
you
better
want.
than him in ring.
Not an in-ring performer. Shawn Michaels did. Shut up, Kyle. What's yours? That's.
Michael
Shawn
Jordan
Mi-
is bottom
Shawn Michaels is
3
overrated.
NBA players of all time.
You're just joking. That's not serious. Though.
What?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. You should have texted me this like 4 hours
I just
ago.
thought of it right before we all.
Bro,
sat
well,
down.
then I don't have a serious answer for you. Michael Jordan is a bottom 3 player of all time.
That's just, that. You're, no, stop.
We have that.
That's not
recorded,
acceptable,
so
that's
I'm
the
literally
thing?
now gonna hold it to him. Hold him to it.
All right.
The thing
Cement
is
it, I
like
guess.
Is
usually
LeBron
a
down
hot
there too?
take is like something you feel very strongly about for a while. You don't just like out
Okay,
of nowhere. let me-
fine.
Like, do you have
You
something?
like
that
the money pit?
I like the money pit.
All right. I mean,
You know what I feel
that's
very
not really a hot
strongly
take.
about?
That's just
No,
like
it's a
on.
Family Guy thing. It's
What
like,
I
I've never
feel-
seen The Godfather. He's like, yeah, well, I like the money pit.
yeah.
I know you got something in there.
Our producer has never seen The Godfather from start to finish.
That has nothing to do with you.
That still needs to be addressed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're trusting it now. I don't have anything in my head for what you're asking
I'm gonna
me.
think of something. I'm gonna
throwing
think of
something
something
out
that I
there.
know that you always talk about. And you're
Go
like,
ahead.
What?
Like
Are you
my top.
serious? Oh, Kyle thinks Lupe's the greatest rapper to ever live.
I think
That's
he's the
retarded.
greatest lyricist to ever
All
live.
right. My,
That's a super hot take. Cause
I can name
he's
5 better wrestlers in ring than Shawn Michaels.
Oh, there's so
Please do.
There's
Don't-
mad of them, right? That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. So when
Don't
someone's
tell
like,
me
he's
he's
the best.
Sting?
Don't tell me Hulk.
First
'cause
of
I'm
all-
not
No,
Yeah,
I
buying
would
it.
never say Hulk Hogan. He's not even in my
Like,
top.
What are you talking? The Rock and Sting are not
fucking
better in-ring
performer in
wrestlers
the ring?
than
No.
Shawn Michaels.
What?
Hogan's better than Heartbreak.
Shut up.
Oh,
Performer?
like getting the crowd hype. Yeah,
Yeah, what
I
are
guess
you
you. I
talking
guess
about?
yeah. I know what you mean. Sometimes.
Are you
but
kidding me?
I'm talking
Sting
about-
used to drop
he's talking
down
about
from the
moves-wise,
ceiling.
wrestling moves, technique. But like,
Yeah.
I thought he said
but
performer.
it doesn't mean
Who?
anything.
Who?
He was
Who?
a dickhead, and he's just overrated.
I'll hit him with
Yeah.
the New Day.
He just didn't. Like, I'll put it to you like this: when you control the rights to your own shit, you can become the greatest because you don't let anyone get over on you.
He is the
took-
showstopper.
Bro,
He is
he
Mr.
took-
WrestleMania.
Like perfect example. Like do you
He
remember
made
when- no,
careers.
he did
Hulk
not.
Hogan was a selfish fucking prick and refused to let anybody get over
Macho
on
Man
him.
Randy Savage is better
Didn't
than
get-
him.
What is this Hulk Hogan bashing?
And
That was-
and Macho Man Randy Savage definitely.
Shawn Michaels' idol. Shawn Michaels' idol was Macho
Macho
Man.
Man Randy Savage definitely.
Why he had the elbow
Who's-
drop.
was a
He's everyone's
a
idol.
wrestler's wrestler.
Yeah.
Because there's a story about
Yeah, sorry. I
Macho Man
didn't
Randy
wanna
Savage
overpower
wanted
you.
to take a.
Rip.
Who was he
Rip.
talking to? I forget the story how it goes.
Barbara? Deborah?
Basically, he was saying in the middle of in the back of the thing, you know, when the bookers are talking about what you want to do, and Macho Man was like, "Oh, I think I want to take the leg tonight." You know what I mean? So he was willing to go under, let people go over on
Yeah,
him. all
Macho
that.
Man, yeah.
He was the man, best wrestler.
Same with
alive.
Shawn
Best
Michaels.
interview.
Wife's name?
Ric Flair, yeah. Ric Flair is
Flair.
probably the
Vince.
greatest wrestler of all time.
What was his wife's name?
Deborah.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Elizabeth, we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
Another one. Lex Luger killed her.
Then he came out with the sensational Sherry.
Lex Luger
Lex
killed
Luger,
her.
she was a drug addict, and she did like Oxycontin, all pills like that. She overdosed, and Lex Luger let her die.
You know, Lex Luger was like what Vince
Like Breaking
McMahon
Bad?
wanted to be the staple. Like he wanted to
I
be
hope
like,
not.
She
like
choked on her
Vince McMahon
vomit.
thought Lex Luger was like the perfect wrestler.
Yeah, but he sucked.
Who?
The narcissist. That's when he was the narcissist, Lex Luger.
Speaking of, we'll go since we're in wrestling right now. We'll go real quick. WrestleMania was really good. It was kind of disappointing at the end, but now they have a new thing called the Greatest Royal Rumble ever in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It'll be a 50-man Royal Rumble. Every man's performing. The Undertaker's gonna face Chris Jericho in a casket match. That'll be pretty
Okay, somebody old.
cool. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. All the titles are up for grabs, so it'll be pretty cool. It's in Jeddah, and then John Cena versus Triple H. Whatever. I didn't like that. My dog Charlotte Charlotte beat my dog Asuka, but they're gonna set up for WrestleMania next year, whatever. Ronda Rousey, this, that, and the third. But yeah, back to what you were saying though. You're fucking crazy with the Shawn
No, I'm
Michaels
not.
comment.
Shawn Michaels a bum.
Shawn Michaels,
And he cut
Stone
his
Cold
hair.
Steve Austin.
He looks like an asshole now. I mean, he was holding on to
He
that long
always-
hair for so long.
He always looked like an asshole.
You know, and if I
I'll
had to
say
hear
this
one
also.
more thing about what's his name? What's what's his name? Something Lazario. What was his trainer's coach?
Jose
Lazario. If I hear one more thing about that guy, oh my
If
God.
I will say this too.
Sal Bandini want to wrestle? What movie?
I don't know, but
Ready to Rumble.
I will hot take this real quick again.
Wrestling is not fake.
DX
shit.
over NWO.
Yeah, okay.
No.
I'll take the Wolfpack over both of them, dog.
Sting.
WCW died
For
because,
life.
because the NWO got too egotistical.
Yeah. But there was 90, 98, and 99. I think they were doing, or 97, 98. They did way better than
The
WWE.
96
NWO is the greatest
from when
wrestling
the NWO
gimmick.
performed. When the NWO
Like the
debuted,
beginning.
84 straight weeks WCW
Was
beat it.
number one, right?
The day it flipped. The day it flipped is when they on WCW they announced that Mankind was
won the
winning the
championship,
title,
yeah.
and then that was the day that it flipped. 3 million people switched over
Because they saw
Sting.
Mankind win the
because they
title.
heard that Mankind. And then the guy says that'll put some butts in the seat. And
Tony Schiavone.
yeah, 3 million people switched over to watch Mankind
Which
beat The
really,
Rock.
to be honest, I'm gonna be completely honest. I appreciate Tony Schiavone way more.
Now,
No, back then more so than Jim Ross and all that. Even now, yeah. But I like Tony Schiavone. He was my childhood.
JR's my dude, man.
He was my childhood voice of wrestling.
My God!
Yeah, I can't stand that.
Tyson and Austin.
I like-
Tyson and
I like
Austin.
Schiavone.
Tyson and Austin.
It's Sting. He used to bug out, dude. I used to love.
We got a slobber knocker,
And
King.
Bobby the Brain
Sting.
Heenan was really good, and Dusty Rhodes. You know what I
Dusty,
mean?
man, the American Dream, baby.
The American Dream.
My
I'm the son of a plumber.
my aunt dated
Second
him.
most recognizable
Did she?
athlete
And V?
in America today.
She went on
baby.
one date with Dusty
And
Rhodes.
V went on a date with Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
And V could have been the black lady that he had come in the ring dressed as a bumblebee when he was in the WWF. That could have been Aunt V.
Sting
Doubt
did the pile driver on the biggest
Did
person
you know
in
that-
wrestling.
Who?
He was like 40.
The Big Show?
Yeah.
Paul White.
Did you know that Sting used to wrestle with like purple pants and
did-
different color masks?
Did you know that Sting used
Did
to
you know
drop
that?
from the ceiling all the
No, no,
time
did
and
you
hit
know
people
that?
with baseball bats and
Did you
had
know
a
Sting
mask
and the
on
Ultimate Warrior were
that was
tag
like
team
the
partners?
Sting mask, and then he picked up the mask and it was his Sting makeup underneath?
Yeah.
Sting.
Yeah.
But did you know before that he used to have like a gay
were called
purple
the
mask
Dingo
and wear
Warriors.
purple
I don't
pants?
care. Did you know
Swear to
that the
God.
one wrestling
Who?
match I went to was the
Macho-
one where
not Macho
Goldberg
Man,
was
wow.
fucking pile driving everyone?
Sting and Ultimate Warrior were
Fun
tag team
fact.
partners. They were called the Dingo Warriors.
Yeah.
Unless that was a dream.
I didn't know
I don't
that.
remember.
Greatest ring entrance, Ultimate Warrior running full speed
Yeah.
to the ring.
Yeah. And then he just goes onto the fucking things and just.
He had the quickest Intercontinental title win ever. He won it in like 15 seconds against the Honky Tonk Man. He ran in, shook the ropes, picked him up,
Dropped
for a
him.
for a military
Yeah.
press, pinned him, and that was it.
Yeah.
Those were his two moves. He would go in the ring, he would hit you with a flying lariat, which is jumping in the air, hit you with the crazy clothesline,
From the top rope.
or he would military press you.
It's all
and then just drop
fake.
you.
It's all fake.
All right, yeah, it's fake. The outcome is fake and stuff, but you get lifted up.
Right. The
6 feet in
15-second match is not entertaining to me because it's all planned.
Goldberg's run of
you
just
go-
taking out everyone.
Run,
was
no,
great.
yeah,
It's
beating the
hilarious.
shit out of somebody for 15 minutes is dope.
Goldberg
but like for a
won-
15-second Mike Tyson
Goldberg's
style
average
that's
match.
stupid.
Goldberg's average match was like 36 seconds into WCW.
Well,
It was
What
a
are
great
you talking
gimmick.
about?
I would.
Great
I would beg to
gimmick.
differ.
He literally would
I
come in the
love to
ring
watch a Mike
and
Tyson
spear
match
you.
because-
Spear you,
because
jackknife
then you know he's
game.
knocking somebody smooth out. I beg to
Well, I
differ.
mean-
that was a bad correlation between the two because I would love to see a 15-second Mike Tyson match.
Yeah,
because you know
what?
He's knocking someone's
Yeah,
head
but-
We
just
would
so
Ronda
far.
Rousey would win the
You're gonna
fights
pay-
in 8 seconds.
you're gonna
Those
pay
were
for that
fucking
shit?
awesome.
Yes, I'm gonna pay.
You're
for
gonna
it.
pay $100 to see Mike Tyson punch somebody one time.
If I want Mike Tyson to win and I just paid the money for it because I want Mike Tyson to win,
Nope.
and then I get my money's worth, well, he just knocked this dude
That's a-
smooth out.
in
That's
in
it's a hell of a
today's
show, but
in
it's quick.
today's society, I can watch that on Twitter.
okay. Then
I'm just
I'm
saying.
just saying when Ronda Rousey won
furthermore,
all
I
of
probably
those
wouldn't pay
fights.
for it anyway. I'd probably stream it anyway. So
Yeah, right. When
either
Ronda
way.
Rousey won those fights in 12 seconds, bro, like
Or the Conor
Yeah, you
McGregor
watched the
when he
whole
beat
match
Eddie-
on Twitter.
When
still, but
Conor
I
McGregor
watched
beat,
it and I was entertained.
Well,
for
I mean, at least
12
that was
seconds.
real though.
What's his name? What?
That's all I'm saying.
Conor McGregor beat what's his name for
Wrestling's
about the
not
first
fake.
time?
Nate Diaz.
Not Nate Diaz. No, the dude he beat Jose Aldo when he beat Jose Aldo in like 6 seconds or 10 seconds or something. Remember?
None of his fights lasted past the first
Eddie
round until he
Alvarez,
fought
too.
Nate Diaz.
Eddie Alvarez he
Is,
beat him.
is Rey
like the second or
Mysterio
third
still
round, second
wrestling?
Oh, actually, he'll be at the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, one-off performance.
Who?
He was fun
Rey
to
Mysterio.
watch. Rey Mysterio, all over the place.
See, there's another in-ring performer better than Shawn Michaels.
I doubt it.
It's all one
Dude,
stupid
you
combo
see
of
the
wrestling.
moves
Can
he
we
does?
move on?
Don't say he's not better than him. Juventud Guerrera, another in-ring
If I
performer
want
is better
to,
than
if we
Shawn
want to sit and
Michaels.
talk wrestling for the next
Eddie Guerrero, another in-ring performer
30
better than
minutes,
Shawn
we
Michaels.
could do it.
We can. I could rattle off another 20 wrestlers that are better than
Rest
him
in
the
peace
ring.
to Eddie, man. I was
Eddie
upset when
Guerrero
he
is
died.
one of the best in ring. Chris Benoit.
Rest in peace.
Both of them.
Vader was a pretty good in-ring performer.
Well, hold on, because we've talked about this on previous podcasts.
Undertaker's
He was set
a
up.
pretty good in-ring performer.
I doubt it.
He was set up. Bam Bam.
The roids really get to your
From
brain.
Jersey, but those are. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a great in-ring performer because he's an athletic.
He's
big
one of the
man.
most athletic people of all
You know
time.
what I mean? These are
Rey
guys. That,
Mysterio.
Bam Bam Bigelow. He was like 400 pounds doing moonsaults off the top rope.
Can we talk about Big Papa Pump's like triple?
he has a
You
Shoney's.
mean the bicep on his
Yeah,
bicep?
the bicep on the
he has
bicep.
a Shoney's in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Who?
Big-
Papa Pump?
Yeah,
He owns a
Was
single,
that one Scott
a
Steiner or
single
Rick?
Shoney's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Is he Rick or Scott?
It's either in Marietta
Papa
or
Pump.
Athens or some
Scott.
shit. I forget.
Scott Steiner.
Isn't he dead?
Because I listen to podcasts.
I think one of
about
them. I think Rick is.
One of them's dead, right? The Steiners?
No, his brother is a principal.
One of the Steiners
No,
is
they're
dead.
Not.
Is
One
it?
owns a Shoney's and the other's a principal. You can look it up. He's
I'm
a
going to
principal
Google it
at a
right now.
middle
I
school.
believe
Rick
you.
Steiner, who used to pee in the ring.
Rick Steiner is a principal at a middle school now, or a high school. You guys are looking. He's a genius.
That's like, what is that
They
like?
both went to Michigan. They were smart ass dudes.
Yeah, they used to come out in the Michigan Letterman jackets.
You know what I mean? Like I used to be a huge Steiner fan until he turned into a Big Papa Pump.
Until they were the Canadians.
I liked
You know what I
him.
mean? Like
So
Steiner.
I liked them until they became like part of the Hart family.
I liked Rick Steiner a lot. And I
Rick
think
Steiner's real name is Robert.
Robert Rex Steiner.
He is a real estate broker.
He was a principal at one point.
This just says right now he's a
Real estate
Yep.
broker.
He
I'd
is
rather
also a
talk, like-
school board member of the Cherokee County School District.
Yeah.
And NBA, NFL.
Oh yeah, the NBA playoffs are going on right now.
I'd rather talk fucking Winter Olympics, to be honest.
No, they're down 10.
No, they're not. Whoa. Well, they were down 11 a second.
They're down 10.
Oh. They're gaining ground.
Someone scored a 1-pointer.
On the come up.
Keyword come.
Yeah,
Fix on his phone.
79,
reading.
66,
I was reading about the Steiners.
76ers
Real question.
with
Year
4:10 left
15.
in the third.
Year 15 in LeBron. He's like
Strive for greatness.
first in points, second in assists.
He deserves the MVP.
How many
does,
triple
but
doubles did he
James-
have this year?
And not as many.
How many has he
Yeah,
averaged
most-
in his
maybe
career?
second
How many has he averaged in his career?
a year.
Yeah, how many times in a season has LeBron averaged a triple double? I'm just curious.
Never.
Oh, okay.
How many
Whatever,
rings does he
it's a-
have?
If
All right. Well, if you're
Oh.
gonna try to bring up Russ Westbrook,
just bringing it up,
who's
just
a
mention
stat, who's stat padded.
Call him
this
a
year,
stat padder.
Oh,
All
I need 16
I will.
rebounds. I'm gonna get 16 rebounds and
Just delete
score,
the Thunder updates off your
score
phone.
twice.
I'm gonna rip the ball from my own teammates. or
That's
I'm gonna
cool.
Scream.
Do what you got to do.
I'm gonna box out Carmelo
doesn't
Anthony
really
to get a
seem-
rebound.
That's
That
cool.
reminds me of Ricky Davis. Here's a perfect example. Ricky Davis was one rebound away from a triple double one night on the Cavaliers when he was on the Cavs, and turned around, shot the ball at the wrong basket just to try to get a rebound.
And they didn't count it.
They didn't count it.
I'll tell you something funny
That's
about.
something that Russell Westbrook probably would have done had he needed a one rebound with 10 seconds
didn't
left
it
because
count?
he's a stat pattern
Because
because
he
he
threw
shot
it
the
up
ball at the
against
wrong
the old
basket.
basket.
He shot it at the basket that the other team was
Yeah.
scoring on. Like he got the rebound, turned around, and put it off his rim.
And then it didn't count. So speaking of Ricky Davis, when LeBron got drafted, Ricky Davis said, they talked to him like after he got like when he got like left the Cavs and stuff. And they're like, "What did you think about LeBron James?" He's like, "I thought it was just another person there to help me score more points every night." And most people don't even know who Ricky Davis is.
No, I don't.
I thought you were talking about a Will Ferrell
Truthfully?
character.
I think that the
Ricky Bobby.
I think that the Cavs would have been really good had DeJuan Wagner never got it.
Yeah, but
He
he
had
was,
colitis.
yeah,
And he like basically
he played 1 year.
Yeah, but the colitis.
No, I'm saying,
it,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
stopped him.
Where'd he
from
go to
being
school?
Productive. He went to Memphis. Went to Memphis, and he was from New Jersey.
He was with Coach Cal.
No, I wasn't with Coach.
Coach
Cal.
Cal-
Oh, it was his first year.
Yeah,
It was
'cause I
Coach
remember
Cal's
why-
first-
'cause I
was
seen
the-
it on the- it was on
like
the-
the first player.
It was
that
on the
he
one
signed.
and done, and he told him, "You're not fucking playing
yeah,
here."
He's like, you're not good enough.
And he said that he was glad that Coach Cal made him leave because he
It
had the
would've
millions
been-
of
yeah.
dollars to afford to get the surgeries and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
because the colitis.
I've seen
was
that.
Terrible, but yeah, he was one of my favorite players.
He was
because
nasty.
He's from New Jersey, so I used to like.
Didn't he win Rookie of the Year?
No, I don't know if he won Rookie of the Year.
He
But he
was
was
nice.
up there. But then he tried to make a comeback, but the colitis, when you lose all
See,
that weight, you're just not.
I think it's funny we switched the topic to hoops because Kyle wanted us to switch topics, and he hasn't opened his mouth once since we started talking about it.
Typical fucking
You guys
Kyle.
are talking about guys that I don't know about.
You don't know LeBron James?
And I was talking about it, and you try to make me look stupid. We're talking about, well, delete the fucking Thunder update off your phone.
Well, yeah, you want to talk shit about my dude.
I'm not. I mean, it's not necessarily
I
talking
like-
shit.
I
It's
like
facts,
Russell
bro.
Westbrook.
Like,
I just
he
think-
He boxes out his own teammates to get rebounds when he
I just
needs the
think
rebounds.
personally, like the triple double has
It's-
definitely lost its luster from back in the day. The defensive game is a lot different. The court is a lot wider. You know, not wider paint wise, but it's opened up more with the
Shooters.
Because they're
the
three-point
big
line.
man being able to shoot threes. What?
Yeah, I mean, and
I'm not saying
I'm
it's-
saying, and with the addition of the 3-point line too.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So it's harder to get assists way back in the day.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Because
So
now the floor spread,
Oscar
everybody was playing
Robertson-
under the hoop.
The
Plus,
Oscar
there was a bunch
Robertson
of
triple
goofy
double
dudes back
is
then.
a lot more impressive because of the way that they play defense and all that.
I-
I'm not saying that it's not impressive.
I wouldn't say it was impressive because of that. I would say it was impressive because they didn't have the 3-point line and every single player stood in the paint.
And I still think that getting a triple crown in baseball is probably a lot harder than averaging a triple double for the season, because you can average a triple double for the season, but you don't necessarily have to lead the league in all three stats. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Russell Westbrook leads the league in assists, but he doesn't lead the league in rebounds, he's a point guard, but he's
Or
not going to
points.
lead in points either. You know what I mean? But
Let the people know who the last person to get the triple crown was.
Miguel Cabrera.
I said Bob. I wanted Bob to get.
Oh, well, I'm the one talking about it.
I know.
No offense, Bobby, but
All right,
Bobby,
Bob. Do you
shut
know
your
who the
mouth.
last person before him was?
it's a Yankee.
It wasn't a Yankee. He was a Red Sox.
It wasn't Ted Williams. I thought it was Mickey Mantle.
No, it wasn't either of
Oh, it
those.
was Carl. It was
Carl
Yaz.
Yastrzemski.
Yogi
All
Berra.
right, my bad. I forgot.
Oh, it's all good.
Yes.
He's Yaz, and then Mantle had it before him. Did Mantle get a triple?
I
crown?
don't know.
I think Mantle does.
No, Yastrzemski had it back-to-back years.
And
So Vince, a triple crown in baseball, if you're not familiar, or besides Vince, Kyle, if you're not familiar either, it's when you lead your conference, like your AL or NL, if you lead your league in home runs, batting average, and RBI.
but Cabrera did it.
It's a triple double.
He led the entire league in all three, which is super impressive.
No,
You
he
know what
did
else
it.
is
Chris
super
Davis had more
impressive?
home runs.
Oh yeah,
than
that's right. That's
Fact
right. Yeah,
that
Chris Davis
baseball
had more home runs.
sucks.
That's the year he hit like 63
Yeah.
jacks.
There you go. That's my hot take. Baseball sucks.
No, a lot of people would agree with you, so it's not a
Yeah.
hot take.
Speaking of baseball,
Oh, a lot of people would. Okay, fair
You
enough.
sold something.
Vince, let them know what you
no,
found.
but I do have a 1961 original jersey
What
from the
number?
White Sox. It's number 47, but they used to hand down the jerseys when a player would leave, so it was originally 27. Torgerson.
27?
Yeah.
How did it go from 47?
No, it was 27. They took the 2 off and put a 4 for the new player that came in the next year.
Ah, that's why the 4 looks. I
Yeah,
get you.
that's why the 4 is newer than the
The
7.
7, yeah, because the 7 looked a little faded. I happened to be with Vince when he found that shirt. I was looking in that bin.
Jersey.
He saw me and just pulled it out and was like, "What do you think of this, Fick?" And I'm like, "Oh,
Did you guys go early as
He
shit
had to
together?
put himself there.
No, he
We're there
goes.
afternoon.
I usually
I get
go.
there
On,
at 8.
he goes early, and then I meet up with him sometimes, like if I'm off that day. And shout
Yeah,
out
I
Tasha. She
kind of
was
want
there.
to do that. It
Oh,
seems kinda
no?
fun.
She was wearing her Lululemon gloves.
Oh no!
What do you?
She wore Lululemon gloves to the outlet. That's
Yes.
boss.
I just.
So-
I like LeBron. I just don't think that he should. I mean, yeah, he has all these crazy stats for MVP, but I don't know. I like
He's
James
also
Harden's gonna win it.
45.
James Harden's definitely gonna win it.
He's not. He's like 35.
Nah,
In
he's like
NBA
30.
years,
not
he's
even
like
35.
40.
He'll be 35 this year. He's born in
Really?
83, right?
No, dude.
No, he's
born in
got-
83.
How can he be? Wait, how can you be 35?
He'll be,
He's born
he'll be
December.
34.
But if you
I'm
came
pretty
in the league
sure.
at 18 and your 15th year in the league, do the math, dude. That's only 33.
He was born in 83, dude.
We just checked this.
I
again.
understand.
But the thing is,
I
it's like,
understand what you're saying.
Okay, I don't
No, I'm
His
pretty,
tattoo says EST 1983 on his shoulder.
I'm pretty sure he's turning 34. I
03,
could be
04,
wrong.
04, 05, 05, 06, 06, 07.
He's already
708,
33.
809, 910, 10,
Yeah, he's
11,
33.
12, 13,
12,
14,
13.
33,
15.
bro.
So he's born 30.
He's born in 84.
So he's Vince's age.
Yeah, you got your
He's
tattoo
33.
very wrong.
He's born December 30th.
Yeah.
So it's like the day before New Year's.
All right. So
Happy
Cam,
New Year's,
you said
LeBron.
something about LeBron, and I was gonna say something too, and now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Let me ask you a question. If you were to put LeBron on all the teams that Jordan won a championship on, and all because I heard Nick Wright talking about this, so I'm interested, and Chris Carter. If you put LeBron on all the teams Jordan was on, and you put Jordan on all the teams LeBron was on, does LeBron win all those championships? And how many championships does Jordan win?
LeBron wins all those championships.
I think Jordan wins
Jordan
that one
beats-
against the Dallas.
Jordan beats the
I think
Mavs.
he beats the Mavs.
Jordan doesn't beat the Spurs
No.
either time. and he might take Golden State one of them.
I don't know, bro. I don't see the thing as I think he would take Golden State in one, and I think he would beat the
I'm
Spurs in
saying-
that one because
Which one?
the second one where Manu messed up and pretty much blew the series for them because Michael Jordan's a scorer, dude.
You mean the one where he cramped up, where LeBron
he's a
cramped
great
up?
player,
Hold on.
but he is not
That
that guy
series,
that you give
right?
the ball to in the last 3 minutes and like go get me 10 points.
You
give me
talking
10
about?
points, bro. He's not
talking
that
about
guy.
LeBron's last season in Miami?
Yeah,
That one
Was that
when he
the-
cramped up.
Is that
That was his last season in
Yeah.
Miami. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Jordan was on that team. They would have won. They wouldn't have won in 07 when against those. But then you also got to think Jordan would have beaten the Celtics in one of those game sevens. Cavs Celtics at Eastern Conference. Jordan would have beaten them.
Yeah.
It's a tough. And then you put LeBron on the Jordan teams. He's more physical than Jordan, so I just give it.
Yeah, but Jordan's a better defender. People say
But you play LeBron.
People say LeBron's a better defender, but Jordan's
not a better defender.
Yeah, he is.
Stop
He
it.
is, bro.
LeBron can defend every
And that's what everyone
position
says.
on
I
the
don't care
floor.
about that.
How many
Dude,
Guard
guard
you
your
mean?
man. Guard your man, and
If
that's
you
it.
need him to guard any guy on the
It
court,
doesn't-
this guy's balling the fuck out. Put
It
LeBron
doesn't
on.
matter.
That does matter though because there's 5 guys on the court.
I understand.
Like, there's pick and rolls,
You're not-
right? And you have to.
God,
pick
I'm
up
so
for every
tired.
Michael
discussion.
Jordan is
My
so
bad.
much better on
No, I
defense
feel
than
you.
LeBron.
But
LeBron can't guard
it's a stupid
center.
discussion because
He can't
Draymond
guard
Green
a
could
center.
guard everybody
You
on
guys
the floor.
can say,
Draymond
oh, he
Green's a
guarded
better.
Draymond Green is one of the
if
best
you
defenders.
put him up against
Better defender
Andre
than
Drummond,
LeBron.
he's gonna get bodied.
LeBron is not even a top 5
Yeah,
defender in
he
the
is.
league, bro.
He's got-
Shake your head all you want.
All right.
Shake your head all you want. He's not a top
LeBron
5
has been
defender.
robbed.
Hey, settle down here.
LeBron has been robbed of defensive player of the
No,
league.
he
of the
hasn't.
league.
No, he
Vince.
hasn't.
A few times.
Never.
No, he hasn't.
We Googled
The
it.
dudes that beat him were so much.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard sucks.
Dude. Maybe
I'm
on
sorry,
offense.
when he won Defensive Player of the Year,
Maybe on offense,
he was putting up 4 or 5 blocks a
Howard
game,
is
dude.
he just has big shoulders.
bro. He
Guys.
was a defensive
No,
monster.
it's like you don't know what you're talking about. LeBron is not a top 5 defensive
Dwight Howard
player
doesn't
in the
have
league.
big shoulders.
No, that he does. Huge.
Hitler or Stalin? Hitler or Stalin?
I'm a Hitler guy.
Stalin murdered way more people.
Hitler one time.
And
Man of
nobody
the
talks
year.
about it. We're talking about murderous
because-
dictators?
Hold on. You
Yeah,
know
he
why?
like
Hold on.
10 times
Jose
more.
Josh.
Yeah, way more.
Do you know why nobody talks about it? Because halfway through killing the people, he's like, I'm one of the good guys now. And they're like, oh, he's with us. It's cool. You killed millions of people, but now
Right.
you're on the good team. That's why we don't talk
Yeah,
about it.
didn't he like
old-
lure Hitler in
The old ropey
and
dope.
let him murder like
Well,
a bunch of-
Mussolini was going to do it first for us, and Hitler got wise to it and murked him.
Mussolini was a pimp.
Murked Mussolini.
What do you mean he murked Mussolini?
Like Mussolini was like in cahoots with us to help us get Hitler, and Hitler found out about it and murked Mussolini.
I
Okay.
thought the like Italians.
Yeah, through Hitler's people. Like it was Hitler's word. Murk this dude. Get
You
him
have a
out of
link?
here. Yeah, www.thesnuts.com.
Hey!
That's what we say now, right? Like Twitter age. You have a link to that?
But back to the LeBron James Jordan thing. At the end of
God,
I know because we're gonna settle this. I'm gonna let it go. Jordan's
It'll never
better.
be settled.
Put 6 rings in a box.
It
Put
will
3
when
rings in a
LeBron
box.
steals
Of what
everything.
weighs more?
Ayo.
And he doesn't retire because he gambled and they fucking kicked him out of the league. He would have won 8. Just saying.
And
I
3
mean, that's a
tons of
good
them.
argument, but we can also argue.
Yeah, but the documents are gonna come out. The document.
you can argue the weight of the ring box, but you can also argue the weight of all the stats that LeBron.
Yeah, but you
All
could
right,
also
here's-
argue
here's a
that
real
the
good question.
you could also argue about the amount of times LeBron has injected himself with needles for
Bro,
hormones.
So
LeBron
Peyton-
hit a baseball.
Oh, is that proven? I'm
will
pretty
be.
sure LeBron is on HGH, but it's not proven.
Oh, it's-
so
it's
let's not
fine.
have that discussion.
Can LeBron hit a baseball? Neither can Jordan, but he tried.
LeBron could play tight end for any team in the NFL.
That's a rumor.
He definitely could play
That's
football.
a vicious
The
rumor.
thing is, baseball
not going-
players.
he's
I hate
40.
when people say they don't like baseball because baseball is probably the hardest sport.
Hardest sport to play.
It's the hardest sport. You can still not like it.
You can look at him all you want.
No, Vince is right. Vince is right. He said it's the hardest sport, but you still might not like
Yeah,
it.
you may not like it, and that's
Kyle
probably
doesn't
why
think it's
people
hard.
don't like it.
No,
That's,
I just don't think
that's
it's
why
hard. I
people
think
don't
it's
like
boring.
it because there's no gratification. There's no scores aren't ran up. I mean, unless you're watching the Marlins play the
It
Phillies.
was
of course.
20.
Sex
I think it's
sells.
17 in the fourth.
But basically, games are close and they're long because they're close.
Long and hard.
Pitching, you know what I mean? But basically, at the end of the day, no one can hit 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
I will
You
admit,
can't have a football player go in the box and swing a stick because he won't do it. But a baseball player, he can go and compete. In
A lot
any
of
sport.
sexual references here.
$5 fucking a baseball player.
You can say that all you want, bro. He's an athlete. He can
No.
compete in any sport he wants.
Stop it. I will.
You're gonna
admit,
tell me
though,
Adam Jones can't
He
play
doesn't
basketball?
know who Adam Jones is.
Adam
I
Walsh?
don't know who that is.
Okay, Aaron Judge can't play basketball.
Aaron
He's
Judge
6'7".
is like 6'7".
But
so-
all right, so yeah, he could
But
play,
no,
could he play football?
I guarantee you,
Could he play
Aaron
football?
Judge is probably not that great at basketball.
Okay, dude,
Just because he's tall doesn't mean he's good at basketball.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. What is the first thing?
He's athletic.
Bro,
That's
the
what it is.
first-
He's tall
dude,
and
the
he's
first thing they-
athletic.
Hold
The
on,
first thing
I
they
was
tell you-
I was athletic as a kid, but I had no handles.
But you know what they said?
we lost.
What they say about you?
Still doesn't.
He's tall. You can't teach height. Because as soon as you're tall, you're always
On a
getting
Harvey
picked.
day.
Doesn't matter.
It's true.
Yeah, here
Okay.
comes the tailspin for the
Also-
Mets. We just lost. So now we're 10-2, and we're probably going to lose every game.
Oh, the Red Sox are
Oh,
11-2 right now.
Oh,
Oh, we're 11-2. We're 11-2. My bad. We are.
Red Sox are 11-2 as
Whoa,
well.
wait.
This is the best start they've had. This is the second time they've had this.
Our
start in, like,
11-1
already.
start was the best in franchise history. Can we talk about your boy for a second, Bob?
Which one?
How do you strike out 5 times in a game in the same week, two times in the same week, and it's never been done in a
Mike,
season?
John
Mike
Carlos
Stanton.
Stanton?
No.
Mike, we're
Stanton.
gonna call him Mike now because he ain't John Carlo. He's
No,
Mike
his name
right
is
now.
Mike Stanton. This is his
Right
name.
now, he's a Mike.
It's like I call Chipper Jones Larry. His name is Larry Jones.
Well, we
So
call
his
him.
name is Michael
Larry.
Giancarlo Stanton.
No, his name is Mike
His
Stanton.
name is Michael Stanton, and John Carlo was like, I think it might be his middle name or whatever.
Doesn't matter.
When he first got into the league,
Mike
he
Stanton.
was Mike Stanton, and then one year he's like, yeah, I want to go by John Carlo.
They're smart.
Giancarlo. Half black.
He
half
looks
Italian.
like a
Go fucking
Giancarlo.
figure.
He's a sexy guy.
do you guys know we're all
Speaking
made of star matter?
Speaking of sexy guys, you
Star
know who else?
Lord.
You know who's
Can you
really
explain?
sexy?
John Krasinski.
Jimmy G.
We're all just atoms. We're all just floating around together in a mixed up pile.
Oh, he's going on with the futility of life right now. Here we go.
I want to hear what he has to say.
He's going to start talking about the futility of life. Here we go.
Have you ever looked at an ant? Have you ever just watched it crawl along on a log, touching other ants?
Why are you shaking?
You ever notice that we are like ants if you think about it? I mean, like nothing.
Have you
really-
seen the
nothing really
Earth?
matters.
Compared to the sun?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's tiny.
Christ,
Kyle, you are nothing.
the
I'm
Lord
well aware. Trust me. You don't have to say that.
is upon us.
Christ, the Lord, is
It's
here.
here.
You know who needs Christ? Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
We should talk about that real quick.
Oh, come on. If you have
Speaking of
3
Christ-
women
No,
sitting
no,
on
no.
all your sides
Not.
and they're making out with
We
each other
We
and
said we weren't
you.
going to talk about it.
Why?
No,
I don't
want to
talk about the fact that people are so obsessed with this family they can go fuck themselves.
That
No,
upset
I'm
me
not talking
right
about
there,
that.
sir.
I'm talking about the curse. It lives. It
I
lives
agree.
on. This curse is the Kardashian curse. May be worse than the little B curse, dude.
Kanye has never cheated
Hold on, last
ever
time,
on
last
anyone.
time Tristan Thompson
It
cheated
only
on.
affects athletes.
Hold on,
It only affects
hold on.
athletes.
Last time Tristan Thompson cheated on a Kardashian,
They won a championship.
LeBron brought a ring to Cleveland.
Well, all right.
She
Regardless.
forgave him.
He's done that a lot of
Yeah,
times.
She
weird.
blamed the cheating groupies.
A few.
There's only one talented person in that family.
Kim for her sexual antics.
Nah, Courtney is
Kanye
the Super
West.
Smoke Show one.
Bruce.
No.
Bruce.
No.
No, he's no longer a Bruce.
Yeah, he's not Bruce.
He's
Yeah,
gone.
it doesn't count.
Caitlyn.
Family Guy called that
Caitlyn
like
can't
4
fucking
times.
do
By
a
the
pole
way.
vault. Sir.
She might be able to.
Oh, this is like the Giancarlo Stanton, Mike Stanton thing.
Caitlyn can
I
run.
feel like
people
no,
on
but I
the
feel like
byway,
I
though.
feel like in an interview he said that he used to wear like bras and panties when he was like when he performed in the
That's
decathlon.
weird.
Hey,
Let's not talk about that.
you gotta respect him, man.
I know. No, it's not that.
Hey,
I have
that's
to-
not
I don't have to
weird.
I do have to respect it. I don't have to like it, but I have to respect it. I understand that.
Hey, that's not weird to dress like a woman,
A little
bro.
odd. A little odd.
Gold dust.
It's odd.
That creeped me out when I was a kid.
Let's go back.
It's
All I'm
completely
saying is,
normal.
We're gonna
you
go
have
back.
3 women
Vince.
making out with each other and you at the same time. It's a
There's
little
2 women in
difficult
him.
being that you're a multi-millionaire
Vince.
athlete.
I don't have a
He said we're going
understand
back.
that,
I don't have
but
a pregnant.
I'm
wife.
not a
Hold on.
cheater myself, but I can get the perspective.
I don't
It's
have a
difficult.
We have no idea the pressures of celebrity men
Right.
with money
Exactly.
and the vagina that is tossed at them like fucking
Wild
darts at a board.
Especially when your baby mama is
right, I'm
being
done.
accused
We
of
don't-
being,
He said-
talentless.
He didn't want this brought up at all, Kyle, at all. And then it got brought up, and now he just keeps bringing
No,
the
Vinny
topics
upset
back
me.
to it.
That's all.
He didn't upset you. He's talking about the curse of the Kardashians. So, what
Well,
do you?
yeah, I'm just saying it's a curse. It's
And it's true.
pretty strong.
Vince.
Except for Kanye West.
What's
Vince.
the curse? The
That
billions
any-
of dollars
that
they have?
dates him,
No, they
suck
date
at
as soon as they
sports.
date. As soon as they start dating her, they either get hurt or they just.
James Harden,
Shoot
like
her out.
They
suck-
don't choose the right guys. I don't
Vince.
Well, Reggie Bush was really
Were you
good.
a-
You know what I mean?
Were you
Started dating,
a
see you later.
were you a Piper's Pit fan?
know. Oh, definitely.
Did you see the one where he smashed the coconut on Snooker's head?
Yeah, I seen that one. But
I thought you were talking about snakes.
Oh
no,
Pit
Piper's
Vipers.
Rowdy Piper.
Oh, Rowdy Piper. Yeah.
Do you remember?
I feel like that's when you were watching wrestling.
You remember the
Yes.
barber shop? With
Yeah.
Brutus the barber, where
Shawn Michaels
kicked Marty
Beefcake?
Jannetty through the window.
I don't
Do you
remember
guys
that.
know that Brutus the Barber Beefcake was Hulk Hogan's weed dealer? That's why he even got a wrestling job.
You know, he wasn't supposed to be the barber. He was pissed when he found out like that was his gimmick when they moved him over to WWF, and
Yeah.
he was like, I don't want this shit, and that's what made him famous.
Yeah.
So, but can we talk about this real quick?
Brutus.
Why
Sorry,
you
we
keep
gotta-
trying to make me
Barber.
feel stupid?
I'm trying to make you feel stupid.
We got to do an ad
Keep
real
saying
quick.
it out loud so people think it.
Yoo-hoo.
Chocolate drink.
The Shake It chocolate drink.
All right,
Not
that's all.
sponsored
All
by.
Newports.
What I was gonna
For
bring up
pleasure.
is we're gonna go break this down real quick. We got 3-4 minutes. So I'm just gonna give a quick breakdown of who I think is gonna win each round of the first round of the playoffs, and then I'll pass it to you two because Vince doesn't really know much about basketball.
I know everything.
All right. So in the East, 1-8, I got my money on. I think Washington's gonna pull an upset. What's 2-7? Celtics. Who are the Celtics playing?
I don't remember. I can pull it up.
What are the Celtics playing right now? They're playing.
No, Wizards are playing
No.
Raptors.
The Wizards are playing the Raptors. The Celtics are playing the Heat. No,
No.
the Sixers are playing the Heat.
Yeah.
Who's the 7th seed?
Pacers? No, Pacers, Cavs.
Pacers.
Oh, Celtics, Bucks.
And the
Oh, that's
Bucks.
right. I
Bucks
got
winning.
the Bucks in that series
Yeah, probably.
because everybody's hurt on the Celtics. Give me Philly, and give me Cleveland, and then in the West, give me Golden State versus San Antonio. Give me the Thunder versus Utah. Give me the Rockets versus whoever the hell they're playing, the Timberwolves. That'll be a good series. And then I don't know what the other
Pelicans
matchup
are in the
is.
playoffs too, aren't they? The Pelicans in the playoffs.
I don't know what
Yes,
the other.
they are.
Who are they? Yes, they are. Who are they playing?
Blazers.
And Drew
Give me the
Holiday is
Blazers.
playing like a stud right now.
Give me the
dude.
Blazers.
I don't know.
McCollum and Lil.
Portland -5 tonight.
I want to end this on one note. Vince, since you probably won't be here for a while,
Yo.
who are you looking for the Finns to draft this year? What are you looking for?
Somebody good.
Obviously, what position? What do you need most?
Well, this talk of this Baker fella, you know, if you're going to take Ryan Tannehill's weapons away, you want a star quarterback that's, right? Because Ryan Tannehill's a good quarterback, but he's middle of the pack. He gets better every year until he got hurt. But you're going to take his fucking juice away. You're
They
going to.
didn't take, but at the end of the day,
You shut your mouth when I'm talking.
you guys might have gotten better getting rid of Juice.
Yeah, well, that's how the
you let
NFL
him finish.
is.
Let him finish.
That's how the NFL is. You really don't know until it transpires. But yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, why not draft a quarterback? Keep drafting quarterbacks till you get fucking a gold
but you
star.
don't
Yeah.
think that Tannehill. But what if
Good
I
idea.
think that this is the last year they give Tannehill? I think they let him play this year. I know he's coming off an injury, but they're gonna be like, all right, let's see what you could do with these. It's not nobodies. You guys still got to cast the receivers out there. But you got Parker, Stills.
Not really.
Devontae Parker.
He didn't get the
all-star.
ball a lot because Juice was like, throw me
He
the
didn't
ball.
get the ball a lot because it bounced off his fucking hands and he can't run routes and he doesn't give a shit.
Because Juice was like, throw me the ball 3 yards down the field and let me run for 6.
Juice is going to have 200 receptions on the
He has
Browns.
a terrible diet.
Dude, they're gonna be sick.
They're going to be nice, the
I
Browns.
think that's what I've heard.
They're probably going to win like 5 games,
I want
but
Josh
Juice
Gordon.
is going to have like 200
Hot
receptions.
take right here. Browns win more games than the Dolphins. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for
I'll
tuning
put
in.
50 on it.
That's episode 8.
Wait, whoa. Saying that the Browns do?
Have a good night.
That's $50.
50 smackaroonies. 50 H-cuties.
You should cut that part out.
Think you can suck
No,
my
you cut
fat
that part out.
penis.
Okay, we're done. See me? Bob looks very.
Drop the mic.
Very satisfied right now.
Get some sleep.
So everybody's just like, oh.
I was just about to go on a Lupe Fiasco rant, and you hit the button. I said, Lupe.
All right, let's do a separate.
No. Afterthoughts.
Recite his whole album. You know it, right?
Afterthoughts.
Which one?
Be cool. The movie. All right, we can turn the AC on again. I guess. You know?
Can you flip the AC on? Thanks.
How does that work?
Flip it on. The fans are on.
Left. Auto.
Cool.
Be cool. Alrighty.